Okay. I don't know if you can see my screen. Please confirm if you can see my screen. Hello.
I can't though. I can't see your screen.
Okay. Let me try again. Can you see it now?
No.
Uh-oh. What's happening?
No, no, ma.
Okay, hold on. Let me share my entire screen. Let me see. Can you see it now?
Yes.
Okay. Alright, that's good. Okay, so last class we did a little bit of prototyping. I don't know if that was last class, but this is week 6, so we're rounding off on design system. So the thing is, okay, we'll try to build a mini design system off of this particular mini product we are building. So we have started already, so it's more like we'll be building our design system as we go. So we have our button. So it's as easy as creating components. So we'll just create components as we go and then would make adjustments. So this will be our button with icon. So this is how to create components. Either you create from here or you right click on your mouse and create component. So once you create the component, you can rename it. So I would name it um, button with icon. Okay, so we have this button. So without an icon, so we could just call it secondary button. Secondary button. Okay, then so the thing is, let me just make this one topics. Just delete this so I don't create double buttons. Okay, deleted. Then we could also make this. Okay, we have already done this part. Mm, we could also call this tab. So create, call it category tab. Okay, then I don't know if you created cards. Okay, so create this. I call it category card. Okay, okay, we've created the button before. Okay, let me see. Okay, we've created this button before now, so it's already part of the design system. So we are building a mini design system right now. Let me. So how would see the components that we have already? Just go to assets, then we only have 6. We have category card, we have secondary button, we have secondary button with icons, we have category header, then we have tab, then we have category button. So we have the 6. So I'm just looking through to see which other one we can create. I think that's all for now for this simple file we have. Okay, let's say okay, I would look for probably okay, I'm just looking for components pages that we can have. So for this design we have okay, So for this design, we should have a page where they would see everything about this particular sneaker or this basketball or something. So we could create that using the components we have. So let me fix up. Okay, so let's say we want a page or a screen. Yeah. So let me just duplicate this. Control D. Okay, let's say I do not duplicate. Let me just see the kind of screen I'm using. 390. So frame, then go to phone. Then the kind of screen I'm using is this iPhone 13 and 14. So I can just create one, then add. You already have a layout, so mobile grid. Then the next thing I could do is pull off something from our this thing, pull off the heading and drop it here. So for me to fix it, I could just use here to fix it to the top, to the right, but I can shift it down a bit. Okay, so but for this one, we just want it to be product screen. So for our product screen, so there's a way to detach this component for it not to be component again. So you just right click, detach instance, it detaches. Then I could go ahead and delete this. I just want just to showcase this particular screen, this particular product. So I'll just copy it, Control C. I don't have like full information, so I'm just working off the top of my head. But for normal products, there's a way to use AI and gather, maybe for a dummy project, there's a way to use AI and gather all that you need. So we're working with this sneaker. So let's say we have, let me create a frame. Just so I create this frame, then I copy this Control Alternative C to copy, then Control Alternative V to paste it. Then I create extra frames. Let's say this and this. So Control Alternative V, Control Alternative V. So the idea is to have different variations of the sneakers for people that want to buy. So okay, um, this goes up. Okay, so this has. Let's make it all round. So this one's too. So I will just make this a frame. So this would show you, I don't know, maybe the back or the front of the sneakers. Then we could do the name and the price. So this can go now. So let's say the name comes first. And okay, let me ungroup this. Okay, so the name comes first. This thing was centered, but let me make it like this. So the same with this, right aligned. So I want to increase. So let's say we'll go with 24. So bring down maybe. So okay, so 16. Okay, so the idea is to just, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm trying to create screens that would make us have components as well. So this is a premium all time great sneaker. Um, um, so this one, the font will decrease because of hierarchy. So let's say 18, and this one we could make it medium. And since it has this, so we could make the color closer to black. Okay, then this one would be grayscale. This is a premium all-time gray sneaker. Okay, let's say suitable for male, female, children with various sizes. Okay, I'm just trying to create um maybe text. Then we could do, okay, so this is where the variations might probably, where we could create a component from our design system. So let's say I want to add, okay, the price is already here. So this is 24. Let's say the price is 20. Okay, that's fine. But let's say the medium as well. So we could say price 56,000. Let me put this price. But this price will be regular. Okay, maybe I can make this semi bold. So auto layout, make it 8. So let's say we want to do, okay, I have an idea. So let's say we want the heading here to be basic info. So we have basic info, but the basic info would have, let's say 36 bold. So so let's say I make it auto layout. Uh, so then I want the text color to be color of our button. So we have that, and maybe I want an icon or anything. So I'm just looking for a way to create this as a component. So I create it as a component, and I'll call it um let's say product subheading. Okay, let's call it this. So the reason why I'm doing this is so we understand the importance of a design system. So shift A, let's put a spacing, let's say 8. Okay, so I want to do properties. So this is where this comes in. So I want to do properties. What I could do is go to assets, then lift this and bring it here. Sorry. Okay, and just change the text and call it properties. All right, so this will consist of price. Let's say we have price, then control D, we should have, maybe we could do it a bit of a tabular form, but let's just see. what we can work with. So we do size. Maybe they will just be vertically stacked. So we do sizes. Excuse me. So we have 37 available, 39 available, 40 available, and 42. So let me just bring this here. Okay, let me do auto layout so it will be easier to duplicate. Let's do 12. So let's say color. I need to put the colors. So we have colors. Okay, so for the color, we would use rectangle to represent. Let's see. Let me just keep this written space. Um, I'm sorry. Give me a minute. Let me check on something. Okay. So let's continue. Um, I don't know if you can see my screen. Please let me know.
Yes, I can. I can see your screen.
Okay. All right. So let's do ellipse. So let's do 24 and just no before that make this equal. Then let's do this means that if I'm changing the width, it will change the height as well. That's what that button does. So if I'm changing this to 32, it will change the height also to 32. So that's just all about it. So I want to add like the colors available. 32 I think is much. So let's do 24. So let's say let's have maybe a blue. So we'd say we have this blue, then Control D, and just add auto layouts as well. Save me the stress. Okay, so we have maybe a shade of, so let's do green, right? Then maybe we'll add one more color that is available in store. Maybe no. Okay, let's say this color. Let's look for a bright color. Yeah, this color. Okay, so I just have to cut this and then replace it with this. Place to replace, then that solves that. So what other properties would they be looking out for? Okay, that's properties. Then shift A. How many do we have here? 8. So we'll do 8 as well over here. Okay, so the reason for this um the reason for using a design system. So let's say I want to edit this. So I can find where the main component is. So this is the main component. So I want to change something, and once I change it to affect table, we'll not be able to see it. So let me just add color to this so that we'll be able to see the changes I want to make. Okay, so you see it affects the next one, but I just want to change this setting. So it's like 2. So as I'm changing it, it's changing here. So if I have like over 50 screens and let's say the stakeholder say change this, so instead of changing it one by one by yourself, it would automatically change in all of the screens, every single one of them. So that's the good thing about it. And if you remove it, it removes as well. So see why a design system is good, but what you shouldn't do is to go and be fussing over creating one. So it's better if you create one as you go instead of like wasting time trying to create one before you start your project. But once you start, ideas will flow and you will just create as you go. So I'm just like doing these screens off the top of my head, so I don't have like full info. But if I had full info, maybe using AI to generate what would be on the screen, would have designed something better. So let me check. So this week 6, we are almost done with what we have. Not almost, we are done with what we have. I don't know if we should enter what we have for the next week. So I know 2 people indicated that their system had issues. Have you been able to resolve that?
Yeah.
Okay, so you've been able to practice.
Yes, I have.
Okay, that's nice. So any questions so far?
Not really. Not really.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, anyways, I would have said I don't know if we should hop on week 7 task. Let me even see what it is. I mean, what we have for week 7. It's media. Okay, so give me a minute. Media. So not here. I don't know where it is anymore, but let me search. It should be in my drive. Okay, so okay, not this. Okay, I've seen it. So we have week 6 design system. We've done that. We're done with that creating components. So week 7, how to present design work, writing a case study, documenting a project. So um now I'm stuck if we should move on or we should maybe till tomorrow, then we could see what we can do. Okay, so let's leave it till tomorrow, then we can design more screens. Okay, we can design maybe web screens tomorrow and still talk on design system. Then from next week we can now go over the new week task. Is that fine?
Yes, that's fine. Thank you.
Yes, ma.
Okay, no problem. All right, I would see you guys tomorrow.
Okay.
All
Bye.
right.
Thank you.